Okay? I can start off by saying all praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, honors to the Akim. That's pushing the truth out in sincerity, all right? So, we almost at the end of this thing. Everything about to go digital. We keep saying the same thing over and over again. And
that's right.
This is going to be a great. Everyone knows that this is going to be a financial collapse, but it's going to be a collapse that it's going to be a collapse that this place ain't going to be able to rebound. It's going to be a nationwide and a global collapse because the wicked. That's what they want, the elites. So we just going to get some scriptures into that.
That's right.
Want the sound first?
Huh?
Let's get this one first.
I think it's Jeremiah 51 and 8. We can start with that and then get the other ones.
I got something for you real quick.
Okay, come.
You said we say it over and over.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
The prophets, all right. The prophets like Obadiah, Jeremiah, Isaiah. The prophets of old. All right. What they do?
It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
All right. The prophets of old prophesied about many. I'm sorry.
I finish it.
Yeah.
It says, prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, the prophets of old prophesied both about kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. And the so-called white man, he's ruling America and the world right now. All right? And his kingdom is of war, evil, and pestilence. And the prophets is not in the ancient world, the Greek Empire, all the empires. But the top ones like the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, we had a revival of the Roman Empire. The prophets of America is a kingdom of war, evil, and pestilence. America went throughout the earth, pillaging the world, right?
Yeah.
Taking lives to gain resources.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a kingdom of war, it's evil and pestilence. America policed the world by telling them, yo, you have to wipe out, you got to reduce your populations with the AIDS virus. They did that. They bullied countries into reducing their population. So once again, the so-called white man, this kingdom is a kingdom of war, evil, and pestilence. America is one of them.
Yeah, right? That's why the blessing is the sword.
Uh-huh.
All right. So it says prophesy of war and evil pestilence. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're getting into. We're going into some evil times. Like the brother just said, there's going to be a collapse, right? And now, although the everyday citizen, the so-called American citizen, will be mourning those times. It's a collapse, some calamity, or it's doom and gloom. But through the Spirit, we know, as the prophets, we know that these things have to happen first before the end comes. So this is actually a good thing. This is actually things moving in a positive direction. Because like brother just said, we at the end of this thing.
Finally it's said in great dignity when the men of the Lord throughout the earth is out on the highways and the byways, whether in real hot temperatures or cold temperatures. A person that's walking by, some of them asking you, why would they be out here in these conditions? It has to be a serious reason.
Yeah.
Some scoffing like, yo, they might be talking about something. Let me hear what they're saying. You get me?
Yep.
But, people, they're asleep.
Jeremiah for you.
All right.
Jeremiah 51 verse 8. Let's see. Babylon is suddenly fallen.
Yeah, Babylon. That's this Babylon. Spiritual Babylon. That's America. All right? The United States of America. That's the Babylon it's talking about.
Babylon is
fallen.
It's suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Yeah, so it's going to be destroyed by what? Thermonuclear destruction, concentrated fire that the Lord is going to shoot on this place also. That's going to utterly destroy this place. Right? It's going into its destruction. Read on.
It says, and destroy, hold for her, take bomb for her
Out
pain.
for her, take bomb for her pain. Bomb is a healing agent. This place will not be healed. I don't care what kind of stimulus they saying they stimulate in this place. That's going to bring about more debt. You can't heal a debt with funny money. You get what I'm saying? You can't do away with a debt with funny money. So this place is either the wound is being more affected. So take balm for her. This place is not going to be healed.
Just take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
So she may be healed. She's not going to be healed. America won't be healed. America was sanctioned to be destroyed. All right? And it's gonna be destroyed. And we seeing that this place is sick right now, man. All the debt that's piled up on this place, everyone is saying, everyone is saying that this place is gonna go under. Even before this so-called pandemic that happened, the banks were saying there's gonna be a regime change, a financial regime change. What other regime could they do? It's not. It was fiat, so it's gonna go to digital. From digital to the Karagma.
It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. All right, it's not healed. It's not going to be healed. It's like basically a sarcasm. This place ain't going to be healed.
So forsake her. It says forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country.
And that's what's going to happen. These other nations, they've been going in their own country. They just been milking this place, getting whatever they can, whatever resources they can have, and then leave. You know, the super elite, they don't live here. This is a hot zone. You have outsourcing, people going back to their country. You know what I mean? So the elite and then the lesser luminaries, they know this place is almost out of here. All right?
It's for judgment, reach unto heaven.
Yeah, that judgment, that track record, sin upon sin, and Esau's pride, man, it done reached unto heaven.
And is lifted up even to the sky.
Yeah, Esau's pride, man. You know, he went out there, put his satellites out there, his space station. Now you got regular sort of like civilians or people that's not in NASA sending rockets up there. You know what I mean? Where they having regular civilians going up there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Going up to the part where I forgot what they call it, where there's no gravity, but it's still not that far from the Earth, but they reached the part where there's no gravity. The position where the satellites could be at.
Yeah.
You know, you had what's that football player? He went up there, ex-football player.
I'll look it up really.
What's that dude name? He be on the talk shows in the morning.
Michael Strahan?
Yeah, Michael Strahan. Some other YouTuber. They let him go up there. Elon. There's pockets of Edomites that's in control of that got the technology to go up there.
The guy that owns Virgin Records?
Yeah. So that pride, man, because you're in a powerless domain. So where they at? And that's pride,
Yeah.
That's it. Will you continue?
Like I said, also too, since we going into the downfall of this place, and the nations are going back to their own lands. There's something called BRICS, which is basically an alternative, if not a better option than NATO. or in the EU. So now these nations are starting to break away from America, and they're starting to see that America is really demonic, man. America is basically is done. They done got what they need out of America. Now they're breaking away into the next better thing. But we all know that's all prophecy, but ultimately nothing's gonna really succeed. The next thing is gonna be the kingdom. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51 verse 10. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord, our power.
That's right. And that's what we do week in and week out, all right? So you could drop that.
All right.
Could I get James 5 and 3?
I get it.
Oh, you had something already?
I had something real quick.
I got James.
I get it. All right, this is Jeremiah 51 and 7. Behold, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Yeah, Babylon has been a golden cup. America has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. These Edomites, they done had a big come up. They done live good. You get me?
Yeah.
They done live well, man. Well, they done lived here, and they done conquered, pillaged, and gained off of the nation of Israel downfall. All right.
You know they want to put something in you to control you. They want to
now they want to have that tractor and those devices. Yeah, I see that in you, man. Because they have the world, but they want further control, man.
That's right.
And that's what you do to cattle, because that's not, you can't even hold a person can't even hold their substance. It's digits and a hand on the arm or head. Come on, man.
They want full control.
Yeah, it's full control, man.
All right. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Yeah, it made the earth drunken. So-called white man has made the world drunken with all his philosophies, his democracy, so-called free enterprise, okay, of capitalism, all right,
right,
which is debt, all the other things, man, is witchcraft, it's religions, freedom to do whatever they want, and empowering women.
Yeah.
And the list goes on, man.
You got women in the eastern countries starting to rally, starting to protest because they want women's rights, because they seen what the Western culture is, what's going on in the Western culture, all right, and they want to taste that same thing. So these nations see this America is basically a cancer. The women in America, you could they have rights and their free will, but what do we get out of that? We get hoes, right? We get adulterers, adulteresses. We get confusion, man.
Yeah, you break up the family homes.
Yeah.
You have, and I'm talking about Jakes, man. I'm talking about Jakes, where you want to have both parents in the household and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Because no control, man.
Yeah.
So that's not wine. Esau's wine, man.
Yeah. Diseases.
Yeah.
Some continue. It says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
The nations are mad, man. The people that have been corrupted. That drug shit that been going around, the narcotics, and all of that.
Yeah.
That got people going in debt. They're in a system that's corrupt. Within a corrupted system, they gotta play by Esau's rules. If they don't do what he said, it messes up their economy. These are all things that why the nations are angry, man. And then, so America spies on them, has spies in their country, telling their secrets. Nations are angry about that, man.
That's why the embassy's always getting rained down on. You know, that was like factory hop on the helicopter because people are tired of your shit, man. You know, that was it for that.
Yeah. And these elites done got nations in debt, man. Swindling them, you know? They're mad.
James chapter 5, verse 3. Your gold and your silver is cankered.
Yeah, gold and silver is cankered, it's corrupted, it's inflated. Fractional reserve banking. All right? So it's all corrupted.
Your gold and silver is cankered and rust.
And it's rust. All right? It's not real. So you have people out here thinking they're wealthy when they're not. They're on a system that's due to collapse. You know what I mean?
Something you believe in. You believe that the dollar bill is real.
They believe that the dollar bill is real. You gotta go into debt.
They got the credit cards.
You gotta go into debt to become wealthy. As long as you manage that debt, you can acquire more debt and assets and things like that. It's backwards.
So
That system is going to collapse, huh?
What do you call it? A debt-based system?
Debt-based system.
Yeah.
One more thing, real estate thing, which they call a hard asset, which is based off of transfer of airspace, man. That's what it really is. You know, you have one building next to the next one. They might have to buy that building's air rights to supersede the height of that building, okay? And so on. I don't want to keep going into that. You got it?
Your gold and silver is cankered. It is rust.
It's rust.
Of them shall be a witness. Of them shall be a witness against you.
It's gonna be a witness against you, all right? So the system is corrupted, man. The money is not real money, man. And this place is in debt. The elites put it that way. They have the real. They have the majority. They have all the gold, man. You might have a few crumbs of gold here in America left, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
America is selling off land to these different nations, man. You know, China is doing business. Well, these other nations are doing business with China. You know, behind America, behind NATO and EU back, man. You got EU members discussing how they're gonna work with our BRICS. You know, so this place is really on its last leg. You know, and everybody's seen it, except for the so-called Americans. You know, especially you 2/3 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And right here it is, the truth will smack you in the face. No one has to tell you. You don't need men on the House and byways telling you that the CHIP is on the way.
Yeah.
All right, all you gotta do is turn on the damn TV.
Yeah.
You know.
America's on life support. All right. It's on life support. Those missiles and that concentrated fire from the Lord is gonna finish this place off. You know what I mean? It's gonna finish it. But America's on life support, man.
America is taking all this money and giving it to others. There's a new welfare statement that America is giving the money to. It's for Ukraine. And Kiev, the cities Kiev, the country is America.
Yeah, Ukraine, them too. That's because they always minding aqua businesses, but they don't mind their own. First of all, Ukraine is not even a part of NATO. You know?
They're sticking your own money.
Yeah.
They always going and they made the deal. Bush, it was Bush, Gorbachev, and who else? When they was basically said that NATO cannot be around Russia's borders or either any lands that's close to Russia. They made a deal.
That's right.
It wasn't they broke the deal.
That's right.
It says, I shall eat your flesh with eyes which will fire.
Oh, read that again, I'm sorry.
It says, what's up? Your gold, your silver is cankered and rust.
Yeah.
Of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as which will fire. Ye that heap of treasure together for the last days.
Yeah, so you're going to be destroyed, man. These nations are going to shoot missiles on America, all right? And then America, they're gonna shoot their missiles on Russia and parts of NATO and the EU. You know, it's gonna be back and forth, but America gonna be destroyed, man. Totally destroyed. Israel gonna be destroyed, but it will be rebuilt. But them gutter rats are gonna be whoever them gutter rats that's over there. They're gonna be wiped out.
They'll be all new kingdom.
Yeah.
So, behold, the hire of thy labor, verse 7. James chapter 5, verse 4.
He's on James 5, chapter 5. Okay.
5 verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Behold, the hires of the laborers, whom you reap down your fields, who's kept back by fraud, cried, and the cry of them has reached and entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
That's right. So the nation of Israel, man, we complaining to the Lord on a day-to-day basis, praying for this place to be taken down. All right. And Esau, you about to be in a state of confusion. You know, you about to be brought down. They know, the least of them know what's going on, man. And these other people that's not in the know, well, they thinking like they could fix this place. You know, listen, man, that Federal Reserve System was designed to collapse the world, man. That whole thing is designed. I don't care whatever they get the money printed. The Crane Company, they physically prints the money. You know what I mean? America borrows it from the Fed, which is already the debt already. You know what I mean? And then they able to loan that debt more.
The people.
Yeah, but it's legal because it's their grandfather. They operating on the grandfather clause, man. All right.
Yeah, the dollar bills ain't backed by no real gold.
Mm-hmm.
Ye have lived in pleasure on earth. Ye have and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts in the day of slaughter.
That's right. So, yeah, you can drop that. So, let me get you brought out Psalms 34:19 and 2 Corinthians 4:17.
Just like on that.
Psalms 34:19.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so there is gonna be a regime change, man. The Lord's kingdom is about to be established, but this place gotta suffer a little longer. You know, the global famine, starvation, greater pestilence. You know.
Psalm 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Yeah, many are afflictions of the righteous. So the righteous, we're being afflicted, we're being strengthened. We're going through the fire. So when it's really critical and deadly out here, we won't be unstable. You know what I mean?
It says wisdom, Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom knowledge which the ability of thy tongue.
Yeah.
It says, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all.
Yeah, but the Lord is going to deliver. The Lord going to deliver the elect. Lord willing, we the elect. We know what's going to take place. We know we're targets. We know some of us going to die in this thing. It's okay.
It says, he keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken.
Yeah, none of them. So the Lord is our refuge, man. Okay, so we doing what we do week in and week out, so we can be delivered.
That's right.
And we believe we're gonna be delivered. So
it says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate.
Yeah, they that hate the righteous gonna be desolate. The so-called white man, starting with the least, hate us. These other nations hate us. 2/3 hate us too. You know, The wicked gonna be destroyed.
It says, the Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants.
The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants. All right.
And none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
So we trust in the Lord. So Lord willing, we're gonna be delivered. We're not gonna be desolate. America gonna be desolate, destroyed, man. And incinerated, what's the word? Incinerated is burnt up.
Earthed up, you know.
Stubble.
That's right. That was
That's intense heat for this place to be turned into a desert, man.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for the moment.
Yeah, light affliction is but for a moment. Yeah, we're afflicted financially, once again, economically, physically. Yeah, so mentally. So this is for a moment, man, compared to eternity. It's a moment. It's a light affliction. When you think about it. A little punishment.
For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceedingly and eternal weight of glory.
Yeah, so we have to go to hardship to get a reward. All right, we have to suffer for to get our reward, and suffer is patience. All right,
yeah.
so we're waiting for that. Our investment gonna pay off.
Oh. While we look not at the things which are seen.
We are looking at what the things that are seen. These things that are seen are temporal. Temporal. This life, the prosperity here, all of this is temporal. It's going to collapse. All this going to be done away with.
But the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal.
Yeah, they're temporal. It's short-lived. It's a consolation prize, a second and third place prize, man.
But the things which are seen, but the things which are
not seen,
are eternal.
Things are not seen are eternal, man. The kingdom of heaven. It's going to be Yahushua, King David, the rest of the 12, down the rank of the 144,000, which is part of the 1/3 down the ranks. All right, it's eternal.
That's it.
That's more glorious than this place right here, because all the wealth here, so-called riches, this debt, it can be taken from you, man. Look what they doing, like this. These crowns could be taken from you, man. It's everything, man.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is Psalm 2 and 1 says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
The heathen are raging and the people imagine a vain thing. Yeah, those other nations, all the nations outside the nation of Israel, starting with the so-called white man, they meet together. Or all the other nations, they feel like Esau, he's fallen. So they think they're next in line. They're next up to rule. Because they know all the other empires that fell. Now they like, yo, all right, so-called white man, he's out of here. We up next.
All right. It's like I'm jumping Psalm 68 and 16. Why leap ye high hills?
Yeah, these governments, these world governments, man.
It says, this is the hill which the Most High desires to dwell in.
Yeah, the Zion monument, all right?
Which it says, yea, the Lord will dwell in it forever.
That's right. So the Lord is setting up the nation of Israel. The Most High is setting up the nation of Israel. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai is setting up Israel. Nation of Israel to rule.
That's right.
Rule the world, man. Not these other nations. Y'all had your time. Short time it was, but y'all still had a little time. You had a little recess, you know?
That's it.
That was it.
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart.
Yeah, rise. Who? The nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Arise ye and depart. This is not our rest. We're supposed to depart mentally out of here, man. We ain't supposed to try to run in and get out of the country. That shows no faith. But to be all into this place, into this society, thinking it's gonna last a long period of time, when it's not. America is a sinking ship.
Arise ye and depart.
Esau's rule everywhere in the world. His whole thing is, but mainly in America. Rise ye and depart, for this is not our rest. This is not our rest, man. It's not a resting place. How is it a resting place when you don't really own what you think you have, man? Your homes, you're a tenant. The land, you gotta pay taxes on. That could be taken from you. Your kids, nope. And then you could train them up, and it'll fuck up your whole legacy, man. You know what I mean?
If you don't send your kids to school, the government will lock you up.
You don't send them to little institutions, they take your children away. They take your children.
What about Tory Lanez, man? He's got found guilty of all charges, so he's going away.
Yeah,
you forget about that, right?
Yeah, I saw something on it. You know when you on YouTube and they had a little poster thing.
Yeah.
They're like, yo.
And he's trying to do his own thing. He's trying to be independent. You know, collect all his money, get his masters. And you know, I guess a lot of people saying, listen, this thing could have been a whole setup. You know, because you know who run those that music industry or those small hats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if they're not making money with you, then they gonna try their best to let you know that you just a nigga.
Yeah, you gonna get set up. All right, they can't get you with playing with the children. They can't get you with playing with the children or some homo shit. They gonna get you another way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. R.
Kelly way, the MJ, what Michael Jackson. He had 51% of Sony music, and he wasn't selling none of the catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He wasn't. They're like, oh hell no, we gotta get this dude up out of here, man. You know?
Arise ye and depart, for this is such a rest.
It's not our rest, man. It's not New York, we can make it here, we can make it anywhere. America, dreams and all of that. And it's like, nah, anything you have can be taken away. Listen, you have to worry about the alphabet group, the FBI, the IRS. You gotta worry about the women, the nigga scheming, the family, man. You basically, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare prospering in this place, man.
Yeah. And see, it's first to kind of escape the curses, man. You know, it is, we embrace the curses. You know, then the Lord embrace the curses. Because why? We under the curses. We understand we serving our sentence. All right, but we understand it's only for a time.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to wait upon the Lord. But you got these niggas that don't want to wait. They want to do it now. They want to get out of poverty. They want to be treated fairly and justly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not going to happen now.
Yeah,
You know, it's in our rest.
they're like, yo, you'll have a person say, yo, y'all been saying this, all of this for a long time, but we not getting nowhere. Listen, look, we need spiritual knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Two, you know what I mean? You can have all this money, but you don't have a peace of mind.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Come on, man.
Arise ye and depart, for this not rest.
Yeah, this is not America's not our rest, man. This is a damn prison. It's not our rest, man.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you.
It's polluted, shall destroy you. Like you got these athletes they're wealthy, but they're gladiators. The gladiators were rewarded. They got certain perks that was beyond the lesser slaves.
The entertainment.
You get me? Yeah.
Even with a soul destruction.
So I'll pollute you. You're gonna have to be corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to do things to keep that cash cow going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The evil shit.
For example, when Kyrie said something about he know who he is, he knows identity. You had a lot of those same athletes. It was based. It was ordered. They probably wasn't even ordered to, man. They didn't want Kyrie to mess up what they got going on, so they probably, went against Kyrie for the sake of their wealth and their families. You know what I mean? That's it.
See?
I got a precept real quick.
They've been financially buck break.
Exactly.
You got it.
Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
Yeah, these are people robbed and spoiled. The nation of Israel robbed and spoiled of our heritage, our identity, our nationality, who our power is, our wealth, all right, our culture, and we are all in holes them religious institutions, man. Got our people going, man. We're gonna go to the Baptist thing, to the Catholic thing, the Islam, all of that shit, man. The 5% of the conscious thing, man. Listen, people going, man.
That's right. It says, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey and undelivered.
Hidden prison houses. America's the ultimate prison. These regular prisons, state prison, federal prison, the bookings, regular, and then we're all a prey, man. It's always, we're not a prey. On a small level, you be in these subways or whatever, you see the police hiding, in the corners just to catch Jake doing a small petty crime to either lock them up. It might be a sweep day. I forgot the sweep days used to be what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah.
All right?
Thirsty Thursdays.
I always see Edomites hopping the turnstile and doing all kinds of shit all over the city. Police be giving a lot of them a pass, man. You get me? Cause they out for Jake, man.
It says, for a spoil, and none saith restore.
For a spoil, and none say restore. You might have areas where, or for a spoil. So no one's going to feel sorry or bemoan or pity the nation of Israel. You have all the, what we be doing camp during the week. That's a hub for giving people tickets. Certain places where brothers might go to fish markets or whatever. Especially that one in Harlem on 125th. A lot of Jake going there, So they know there's no parking around there, so they already know. Like, police could keep circling around and giving tickets.
Close up on that.
That was it.
All right. We'd like to say with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and honors to Akim pushing his truth out in sincerity. All right, and that's it. Shalom. Till next time.
Shalom.